So that's me. That's AI's version of me and my dog. So I walk when I do this. All right. Yeah. Is it on? It is now, right? Okay. So I'm a senior learning and AI strategist for ELB Learning, which used to be eLearning Brothers, but that's not very PC. So now it's ELB Learning. I have been in learning and HR and talent development for 25 years, but I also have a very technical streak. So all that learning and HR and stuff has been at places like Oracle and UPS Corporate. And I also was an independent consultant and a technical writer for about a decade. I'm in the midst of getting my master's degree in AI and business. So that's fun. Actually, it's really not fun. But, so that's a little about me and why I'm here. I'm also, because of all that time spent in HR, I've become a specialist in change management, especially at Oracle. That was our thing, pro-side change management. So that is a big thing right now with AI. And as much as I love teaching people prompting and helping people learn how to prompt and everything else, and I have a lot of fun doing it, I think change management and helping people accept AI and feel comfortable is more important right now than knowing how to prompt. So we need to proactively address these workforce challenges so that we can successfully integrate these things and really realize their full potential. There are just so many things we can do to make everything more efficient by using AI. I just can't even tell you how much faster things I do every day have become using AI. We need workforce readiness, so assessing our current skills and capabilities to identify the gaps. Training and upskilling. Now, as a trainer, I'm very big on this, but we need to figure out what we need to do. Change management, strategies to address our culture in our workplace. And then collaboration and partnerships with internal throughout our entire organization, and then with external partners as well. So AI can revolutionize your state and local government operations because we can automate these repetitive tasks. This presentation, I went back and forth with Claude AI for a couple hours because Claude AI visualizes things for you. It's amazing. And we were able to, I talk about Claude AI like it's my friend. But because it visualizes things on the side, I was able to brainstorm with the AI back and forth and say, no, I don't like slide 10. Let's change that. And so we could go back and forth. It was still my brain power, but because it was visualizing things for me, before I could sit down, I didn't have to sit down with like a blank slate and stare at a blank PowerPoint slide. It helped me get my ideas out of my brain. So that speeds up I give presentations every week. I give webinars. This speeds up my presentation development process by just days, actually. So this is what we can do. There are so many things. And by the way, after I get that in Claude, I pop over my file into OpenAI and tell it to pop all that stuff into a PowerPoint for me. So then all I have to do then is make it pretty. And by doing that, I pop the PowerPoint into beautiful.ai and it makes it pretty. So it's still a process, right? But it's a much faster process than me doing this myself. Doing that kind of thing enhances everything you're doing by making it faster. That's stuff that I would spend hours on, searching for graphics, doing all this stuff, so much faster now. Now, this is the 5 stages of AI adoption in organizations. This is from a very recent report from Anthropic and, LinkedIn, I think. Oh, no, Asana. Sorry. There's a Microsoft LinkedIn one. This is Anthropic and Asana. Anthropic owns Claude. At ELB, what we do is we help organizations, amongst other things, implement AI. And what we have found totally goes with what this is. So the first thing in organizations is, I don't know, robots might come to get us. So that's AI skepticism. But then what you find is that people are using AI on their phones. If you won't let them use it on their work computers, then they're using it on their phones. They're using AI whether you want them to or not. So that's AI activation. So you say, okay, let's bring AI in. Well, that's AI experimentation, and that is where almost everybody is sitting right now. Step 3. And so if that's where you are, that is perfectly fine. Everybody is in step 2 or 3. Stage 4 is AI scaling. This is when you're starting to roll this thing out all across the workplace, all across your organization. We've got one client who is at this spot. That's it. And they're moving rapidly towards AI maturity. But that is rare. Unless you're in a tech company, unless you are OpenAI, unless you are Google, you're not at AI maturity yet. It's just so rare right now. How can you be at AI maturity when AI is changing every single day? So just remember that. It is okay to be at stage 3. All right. Unlike a lot of people here who have really big brains, I can't remember stats. So I printed these out. So right now, and this one is actually from the Microsoft LinkedIn report, which was from May this year. Employees are taking things into their own hand. 78% of AI users are bringing their own tools into work. Bring your own AI. At small to medium-sized companies, 80%. 52% of people who use AI at work are reluctant to admit they're using it for fear that they'll get fired or punished because it's not, they think of it as, oh, it's not me, it's the AI. My boss will think I'm not smart enough to do this because I'm using the AI. No, I think it means they're very smart. They found a way to be more efficient. So, oh, also, 46% of them started using it less than 6 months ago. That's how fast this is happening. The AI augmented org chart. This is your future workplace. This is how I imagine the future workplace. I don't see this as replacing us. I see all these little AI heads. These are our assistants. These are almost like members of our team. They're augmenting what we do. These are the things doing the boring things we don't want to do. We are off being creative humans. These are doing boring things. These are helping us, like me, helping us brainstorm, helping us bounce ideas off of things. AI augmented org chart. Now, 41% of leaders expect to redesign business processes from the ground up using AI in an AI augmented org chart. So that's 41%. That's right now. Imagine that stat in a year. 38% imagine training a team of AI bots. And they ensure 47%, my stats, 47% want to ensure these bots will have ethical use of AI. Now, we were just talking about that up here in this panel, and I can't tell you how important it is to have AI governance in your organization. So let me skip a little and go here. This is really important as you start to bring AI into your organization. I'm meeting with a client in the next couple weeks to start figuring out where are their gaps? Where can they bring AI in? And in order to do that, we're bringing in everyone in her organization, key stakeholders across the organization. It's not just about HR, it's not just about training. These are the people I work with a lot. But this is, I've told her, I need everybody. Because you get diverse expertise. You get varied perspectives. Identify and mitigate bias. So important. Enhance collaboration and communication. This will keep IT from dominating the conversation. It will keep HR from dominating the conversation. Everybody gets a seat at the table. And then improve adaptability and resilience. Diverse teams with a range of skills and experiences are better equipped to navigate the complexities of AI integration. And diverse teams will be better able to deal with the changing requirements and challenges. This stuff's going to change every day. All right, this is a tiny, tiny slide on these little screens. So let me just tell you what it's saying is that creative is the new IT. So leaders have already hired their IT people, their tech people. Now they're looking for creative people. I have an English degree. I am so excited about AI. I can finally go back to my parents and say, look, my degree was worth the money. I can write prompts now because it's just so important to understand how to communicate. Communication is one of the key skills in AI. Empathy, key skill in AI. All the human skills, all the things that the AI not that great at. 66% of leaders right now say they wouldn't hire someone without AI skills. 71% say they'd rather hire a less experienced candidate with AI skills than a more experienced candidate without them. That's a big stat. Now, you probably can't see it, but that tiny little box over there, it says, when thinking of the year ahead, 60% of creative design leaders have expressed a moderate to major concern about not having enough talent to fill roles. That's a big deal. They need creative people, people who can think out of the box, people who can think creatively. Human skills. So, like I said, the English degree is paying off for me. Now, upskilling your current staff. Assess your skills gaps. Evaluate the current skill sets of your workforce. Do a needs analysis, figure out what's missing, and then offer the AI-focused training. Provide hands-on training. Don't just do e-learning. Provide hands-on training, whether it's virtual or whether it's in person. People need to get their hands on the tool. Encourage continuous learning. Promote collaboration across multidisciplinary teams. And then, this one's big, incentivize the upskilling. Notice who is doing this. Notice who is really getting into this. Give them rewards. Some people are really going to get into this. Those are the people you want to pay attention to because those are the people who are really going to get ahead. Those are the people you want to promote. What we want to do is get people out of their comfort zone. So right now, everybody is happily sitting in their comfort zone. But the next step is the fear zone. We need to get everybody into the learning zone so that they're very comfortable there. Learning, I want to learn new things. We need a culture of continuous learning. And then finally, once they're just happily learning, they can move into that growth zone where they want to learn, where they want to pick up new things. So we have to facilitate that journey. Clear communication and vision. Supportive environment, encourage them to learn. Comprehensive training programs. Incremental changes, we're bringing in AI, don't just bring it in all at once. Start rolling out pilot programs. When you bring in a big change, if you roll it out all at once, people don't react well. You have to bring in things slowly. So bring in pilot programs, see what happens. Provide continuous feedback and recognition. When you're bringing in a big change, It's good to recognize people for wanting to adapt to that change. Ensure access and resources to the tools. Let people play. You want a sandbox out there so people can play. Again, promote collaboration and cross-departmental projects. And then you all need to lead by example. Show what you can do. And I would add, create champions. Create AI champions, people out there creating really cool things that you can then show as case studies. Skills in the future workplace, creativity and innovation, critical thinking, language arts, design thinking and writing, creative process and experimentation. Interpersonal skills like collaboration, communication, empathy. And then technical skills aren't going away. Data literacy is so important. Data is so important. Data storytelling, foundational programming skills so you can go talk to IT and they won't look at you like you're just some crazy person. You can talk to them and they'll say, she knows what she's talking about. Okay. Python, pretty easy to learn now because you can just ask ChatGPT to teach you. And then finally, a fundamental understanding of what machine learning and LLMs actually are. They're actually different than AI. Attracting new talent. Modernize your job descriptions. Streamline your hiring processes. Emphasize meaningful work, especially with younger generations, younger than me. Meaningful work means more than salary a lot of times. So just keep that in mind. People just want to go to work and make a difference. Offer competitive packages. I know that's hard sometimes, but sometimes vacation makes the difference. And then create AI internships. Singapore, country of Singapore, if you Google Singapore AI internship, you'll get a wonderful example of a very tiny but very successful country who has created government-sponsored AI internships. I don't have the time. I was going to show it today, but look it up. It's very interesting, and it's all ages. There we go. So again, assess your current skill sets, identify your skill development needs, create a skill development plan. Maybe even, once people get interested, create a skill certification path. You could even go so far as to take that and create it maybe for marketing, maybe for tech. Just do it for every skill set that's needed. Foster a culture of continuous learning, so important. And then hire where you can't upskill, but always try to upskill your current staff first. Find out who's interested, and then assess your skill gap. Again. Key takeaways. AI adoption requires a skilled and adaptable workforce. Combine your strategies, upskill, attract talent, collaborate, and cultivate learning. Do it all. But start with a clear assessment and strategy. And remember, AI is a journey, not a destination. And I have one very important thought I want to leave you with. This is a quote from, oh, it moved. This is a quote from Dr. Ethan Mollick, author of Co-Intelligence. He's a professor at Wharton. The AI you are using now is the worst AI you will ever use. And the future is coming sooner than you think. So, yeah, he's a very smart guy. But this is so true. AI today, worse than the AI tomorrow. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much.